Hello everyone! Just realized I switched over before unmuting. Don't usually do that. Hi everyone! Welcome back to Blueprints. Last time, we did a little bit, we got some progress. We unlocked Her Majesty's Diary finally. That was pretty much the main thing we were doing. And did the Arinda room in the Sanctum. But also learned the scheme for how the passwords in Blackbridge work. And so there's a couple things we might want to try with that, but honestly, no freaking idea. Like, I'm thinking we need to find Randolph's last name for that. I'm guessing that's how we do it, is we need Randolph's last name so that we can, use his access to it. No idea what'll even be in there, but, yeah. Also, as shown in this, we've got the Full House trophy. So, that's cool. Nice. So, there's a couple things we need to do. One, I need the mailroom because I think I've had like at least 1 or 2 letters, and I'd like to see those. Because I'm not sure how relevant Randolph's hints will be, but it might at least give us like there's a chance he might say, "Oh yeah, by the way, my last name is something," or he might have said that in the first letter. I don't know. It's the first run of the day, so it might be a bit finicky. Conservatory. I also have no idea what to make of what we found in Her Ladyship's diary. Spare green room, commonplace, that's fine. Observatory, I'm just gonna make that commonplace, because we have 2 of them. Servant's quarter, I'm gonna make that rare, because it's useful, but it's not like, it's kind of annoying because it's a dead end. Alright, let's do this. There's still a couple things that, like, we need to know. Like, we need to know how to get the station. We need to know where the clock... We also have a hint on what to do for the clock tower. Okay, this box is empty. This box is empty. This puzzle is harder than it seems. Okay. That's evil. That's very evil. Okay. So, one has to be true, one has to be false. So, one of these logically has to be false, or this is false. Granted. Wait, that could be false. Because logically, the only way to know, because... Yeah. The assertion that this puzzle is harder than it seems is false. And therefore, the gems were in there. Okay, I like when the game proves to me that I am actually smart. This might have... Because we used a lot of stars yesterday. Oh, hey, sale. Diamond is major, diamond is minor. Sale, so everything's half off. It's pretty good. Pantry, might as well just keep filling out the ranks. Oh yeah, we also checked the telescope because it just kind of was convenient. I feel like the bedroom has to have something more to it. I just, for the life of me, don't know. That's a good drawing room location, because that has 2 offshoots I can use from it. Okay, I'm gonna go left first. Security's nice, but that's a really annoying orientation for it. Same with courtyard. I'm gonna redraw. Yeah, I'm gonna get the spare green room here, because that was just a really annoying orientation for those rooms. Jeez, having to unlock a spare room. Den, that's fine. I can use this. Let's see if this is something that will... I forgot we have classroom now. Just because it's the only one that is actually useful in that position. Let's just draft a dead end. It does mean we're gonna have to like snake all the way back, but that's why we put a bedroom there. Alright. Ballroom is really bad here because of the amount of gems we have. I'm gonna get a dining room, because that'll also give us a lunchbox, which we already get this food for. Alright. And passageway is nice. We're doing pretty okay, actually, surprisingly. I don't think we have money for luxury items. Shovel is nice, especially because we have kennel. Let's buy another key and a salt shaker. And that's an okay place for security, I guess. Don't know what... I mean, logically I need to change it so that the offline... Like the... Wait, no, I didn't want to do that. Keycard system... Some settings... Offline mode... Unlocked... I'm gonna change security to low for now. Because that kind of makes the most sense to just have set. You know what, I'm gonna do boudoir so I can get rerolls. We also get a gem from the corner. That is interesting, because that looks like one of the puzzle boxes, but it's not. Alright. I think, considering where we are, most of the bedrooms would be bad. We're out of... Actually, if I do halls, I could get the foyer. Or the vestibule, which I haven't drafted yet. but I'd like to... I'm gonna get gymnasium because I know it's bad. It would be funny if you could use kettle to cheese open 46. Well, like to cheese over the antechamber. Gosh dang it. Well, that's open now. We only have one other thing, so the mechanarium's not useful. Wait, I need to go do that to unlock everything. Is it legitimately having security on low makes the most sense because we can make sure that we unlock everything with kennel. I'm in a utility closet. Keycard off. Gymnasium. I don't know what the cabinet thing is. Like, if there is actually a cabinet you can draft that would require power. I wonder if the vestibule takes power. Doesn't look like it does. But out of pure unadult... Wait a minute. Does the hallways... Does this say it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't directly say that it requires power. Nothing's changing. Okay. Would be weird if it did, because it's like a hallway. Right, I also need to... Fuck it, let's do that. Like, it's a lot of steps to lose, and I know that, but... Locked. That's shit. Don't really want archives. Do planetarium because building up... Like, potentially getting up back there to build up stars would be useful. It's an annoying amount of time back to... Okay, where are you gonna let me walk today? Not to the gymnasium. Let me go get dinner. Which you're only if I have a furnace. I kind of just want the food from that. Because I get a couple from Salt Shaker anyway. Yeah, I don't want to go back all the way to the beginning. Could pop in the commissary, I guess, and get keys, because I think I'm selling them. Get gem. Might as well buy out the gems, so I have as much options as I can. Let's see, vestibule. Okay, you're letting me in the gymnasium now. Good. Master bedroom. I might as well, because that's a lot of steps. Herb, the control. That's an interesting document I can't pick up. So apparently there was money there. I almost missed that. Okay, gymnasium. Yep, I'm gonna unlock this. That's fine. The money is useful, but I legitimately think the gems are more useful in this situation. Because I think it's more worth to get those gems than draft vault and just get a bunch of money. Because I don't have anything to spend the money on. Let's see, vestibule. Okay, you're letting me continue. Okay. Cool, thanks, bud. Planetarium. Alright. Dark room. If I go in, I know it's probably, like, technically could be a waste of steps. Yada yada yada. Put the dark room back on. Because also, like, the master bedroom and dining room gave me enough steps. We're fine. And that's a key card. It'd be really nice to actually save that now that I think about it. I'm gonna get lab. Let's see what experiments are available to me. Yeah, sure. Whenever we get some trash, we get some keys. Well. Because, yeah, we need the office to get emails. That's also locked. Alright, guess we're trying to head back to the beginning then. And we're gonna work up the left. Thank you, Vestibule, for actually not screwing me over. That's very nice of you. In theory, actually, I should have turned... Now that I have a key card, I should have turned... Oh gosh, that was weird. My computer just flickered for a second. It slightly spooked me. Let me go down. It's a long way down. That's true. Yeah, in theory, I should have turned the keycard system back on and switched security to high. And we get 2 keys every time we dig up trash. That's good. Which means we really should just go into the foundation and dig. Because it's really just going to be trash in here usually. Or like a single coin. It's probably worth going outside now, actually. Now that I think about it. It's probably worth drafting the outer room to see if, whatchamacallit, if we get hovel or something. Schoolhouse would be useless. Tomb is not useful today. I'm gonna get trading post. Yeah, you don't have anything, but you might also have key, I guess, buried there. Trading post. Shovel for a coupon book. Salt shaker for a magnifying glass. Key card for a metal detector. No. Because I would ideally like to coat check them. Thing is, I have no idea what... So, last time we found that at the end... that at the end of her ladyship's diary, there was a depiction of this path with the outer room. And a visual that looked like the outer room had, like, other doors in it for some reason. But obviously that's not the case. I don't know. I really don't know. Because it's also a weird one, because you only get the key after... I'm gonna go... No, I need to go back and use my steps for that, and then I can go check outside stuff if I need to. Workshop, sure. It gives me an item at least. Lever. Thanks, workshop. No, you don't combine it with anything, and I don't have anything that does combine at the moment. Ugh. Grade 1. I don't know what the deal with it. I mean, obviously that's the room types. Blue. Oh, that's meant to flan and dessert and desert, etc. That's what it's meant to be. That's... Oh, that's interesting. That the 8 on that is the infinity, which is... Yeah. Obviously you have the flag of Fenaries. I'm gonna put a chapel. I don't think I have a reason to break the piggy bank. I am going to get a coat check, and I'm going to coat check the key card, because that is a place I know I can get it because it's quite rare. Reading nook. That. And that's good that that library faces that way. Yeah, because like library can also have magnifying glasses and stuff, so. I'll get that in case I don't know. In case it happens to have anything useful. Freaking rotunda. I'm just gonna use rotunda as normal in its current orientation. In all honesty, not a terrible garage considering how rotunda works. Leech. I don't have car keys or anything. Alright. Then I rotate the rotunda. It's gonna be annoying going back through this way, but you know. Unlock, which is why we got more keys. Screw it, we have a broken lever. Let's go gambling. Oh, you can do roulette as well. I didn't even clock that. Ew. Oh, I see. So if you're close, you can hit these. Ow. Snake. No. That doesn't help me. No. There's something special about this one specifically, though. I don't know if it just has better odds. I'll reroll that. Cash out for that. Come on, net. Well. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. That. Because I don't think there's really... Like, I don't need 100 gold for anything right now, so I really should not be gambling. I want mailroom. Yeah, and I have keys. I can go walk back. Denny Ravine? Oh, Denny Ravine is Revod. I see. So, Randolph Moore. M-O-O-R. It is just more R. Okay. Decide to continue helping you. Hey Simon, I'm gonna assume at this point you've likely reached the upper ranks of the house and run into our keycard security doors. These are actually fairly new additions to the house that were designed by Kirk Darren and myself, and were installed after an unfortunate incident 2 years ago when some of your uncle's correspondences were stolen by a member of the staff who had somehow managed to reach a room that they should not have been able to find. We're still not 100% sure how he got past the antechamber seals, but it was clear that after that episode that not every member of the staff should have unchecked access to the higher ranks of the estate. It's important to note here that, in my own experience, I found every other member of staff to be extremely trustworthy and unwavering in their loyalty to your uncle. Still, after that incident, we decided to err against our own confidences and opted to install a state-of-the-art security system, issuing keycards to only the most trusted members of the senior staff. If you find security doors become an annoyance while you are attempting to navigate the house, you should be able to lower their frequency from the security terminal, and there's even a nifty trick to unlock them by utilizing the utility closet in conjunction with the security settings. Yes, I'm aware of that. Accomplice. Gosh, we have a lot of letters. Okay, Simon. Oh, yep. Following up on the map I created it outlining the steam power, I thought this would be helpful to correspond for the gas power that's currently only utilized outside of the house and locations on the ground. Yep. Orchard Hovel. Yep. I know that. Just in case I wasn't explicit in the emails, I decided to contact DC Power directly and get some additional usage instructions for the VAC system they installed. This information is actually as much for me as it is for you. I often spend 10 minutes in the utility closet just pressing random buttons until I get the result. After half an hour on hold, I finally got to speak to the technician who personally designed the system and compiled a list of helpful instructions. Yep. That's literally just the sequence on how to do the VAC. She suggested I disclose the location of the drafting strategy issues she's personally found on the estate. Above lists according to her, so I can't personally vouch that these are accurate. Yep. That is accurate. Simon, if I'm gonna be mentioning members of the staff, perhaps I should give you a brief introduction. Mrs. Ann Babbage, house manager, my boss. Kirk Darren, head of security. Okay. So, Kirk might also be one that has one, but I've screenshotted this, so I'll have it. Randolph Moore, lead lab tech, network admin, humble author of these letters. Thanks, Randolph. Kimberly Thompson, lab assistant and helpful sidekick. Yeah, Thompson, Kimberly I also have written. Chef de Camp, head of kitchen, maker of tasty meals. Hartley Rota, the Baron's personal valet, retiring. Yeah. Unfortunately. Christoph, the chauffeur. Just Christoph, interesting. Robert Nogula, the new groundskeeper. There are a handful of other names amongst the various live-out and seasonal service staff, but due to their infrequent mention, I thought it best to omit them from this cursory introduction. Okay, that's good to know. Another successful experiment, another letter. You have certainly been keeping yourself busy. As I've spent the last few days racking my brain to come up with new clues for you, I'm reminded of your mother's aptly named book, A New Clue, and how fiendishly she hid the clues for her readers within its pages. Don't worry, I won't be hiding any clues for you in imagery or requiring you to comb the text with a magnifying glass. The truth is, I'm not nearly as clever or creative as she was. The best I could master trying to be cryptic and mysterious would be something like break the bricks in the weight. Wait, you can power sledge in the weight room? Afraid that in spite of my best efforts, the result is not cryptic. Equal to your great uncle and his niece. What? Yeah, I was thinking that earlier, like, oh, that's a, like, you know, it's a brick wall, what no way. Okay, well, we have a password now. Hopefully. Actually, no, that's fine, we can go out this way. Actually, yeah, that works. Go out this way, and then loop around to the left, and then if we want to go back in, we can, but I need to do Black Bridge now before I forget. And we might as well do it now, because there's not a whole lot we can learn later. But yeah, that was very good information. Gosh, I love Randolph. He's so freaking nice. Okay, Black Bridge. Welcome to Black Bridge. Okay. Network settings. Terminal timeout settings. Timeout setting controls how long a computer terminal stays connected to the network without disconnecting from the server. The default setting, immediate, requires a new connection each time the user attempts to log into the network. I'm just gonna do a week, because that basically means that I can keep connecting easily. Electronic mail! Check connection offsite. Inbound, outbound connections and electronic mail communications outside the local network have been temporarily disabled. Okay. Network settings. User database. Okay. Got it. More has access. Lead system admin, account created. Let's log in. Yep. Laboratory. Most drafted room laboratory. That's funny. Lead lab technician for Cinca. Set up estate terminals for Blackbridge network. Kimberly Thompson. Lab. Recent transfer from Cinca. Former executive assistant to H.S. Sinclair. Trusted with full admin privileges. Personal access. Anne Babbage. Edge. House manager. Most drafted room office. Author of all personnel notes. She hasn't logged into the network since 91. Interesting. Servants' quarters. The Baron's valet for 20 years, substituting for Mr. Moore until we find a suitable assistant admin. Revod. Termination in March 1992 for suspicion of blackmail and not watering the plants. 3 additional delisted admin keys. Logs. Okay, 86. The last cables have finally been laid and the office terminal has been connected to the central network. Given the ever-changing nature of the rooms on the estate, we chose to install the server outside of the house to maintain connection stability at all times. The small cavern off the estate eastern drive was selected for the server site. All remaining computer terminals on the estate are now connected to the network mainframe, and we will now begin testing remote access capabilities between them. I've also asked the Baron to come up with a name for the network. After some deliberation, our network has been named Blackbridge, a somewhat actually, just off chance I need any of this, named Blackbridge, a somewhat ominous name for the project given the legend from which the term derives, though very fitting considering we chose an actual cave to house the mainframe. I only hope that our servers do not suffer the same fate that befell those in the story. Regular maintenance report. Fix the connection issue that was occurring between the office and security terminal. We have also added electronic mail capabilities to each terminal that can be accessed via the network. Regarding capabilities of all cameras on the estate, recording capabilities of all cameras on the estate have been disabled. Additionally, the existing video playback functionality on the security terminal has also been removed. Deleted. Deleted log, deleted log, deleted log, deleted log, deleted log, deleted log. As requested yesterday, new admin key created, though the requested name doesn't fit with our typical length formatting. Ooh, interesting. Deleted. Effective immediately, all electronic mail capabilities have been restricted and now can only be accessed via the office terminal. All their terminal inboxes have been archived and can only be restored via admin control. Temporary access to the mainframe in Blackbridge Grotto has been restored to perform routine maintenance. Temporary access to the mainframe has been restored to perform routine maintenance. Updated access privileges for the following account types. Admin, full access to all features. Personal access, access to user database. Archive access, full access plus access to archived admin logs and deleted database entries. So, there's an admin key that has access to archive. RTA is down while we work on a solution to reported terminal connection features. RTA is working again, terminal connections tested. To make future testing easier, added the ability to access offline terminals through the RTA when Blackbridge is open. Per request, one temporary admin key has been added to the network. Admin key deactivated. One new admin key has been added to the network. Kimberly Thompson, welcome to the team. Kimberly, added new data management features to Blackbridge, updated user database, and Rudolph, changing of the guard. In preparation for Simon's arrival, inbound and outbound messages as well as off-site connections from outside the estate have been disabled per the instructions left by the Baron himself. Alright. Not much information. Data files. Import trophy data. Utilizing the Blackbridge system, you can import trophy data from other save files into the current profile. This is a convenient way to collect trophies from one file that might be... Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. So that's like save data stuff. It works. Yeah. Not exactly what I was thinking, but... Granted, I can't do it today because I've already used the lever, unfortunately. But if I were to read into Randolph's message, that dictates that that potentially if we power sledge in the weight room, that might be our final chip. Like, that might be our way forward. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell at times, like, what will and won't give us progress. Let me just get more stiff. Might as well. I have a telescope after all. Yeah, go through security. I wonder what happens, Swan Song. I wonder if the email system... Oh! Each room now has its own emails. To Kirk, Darren, stop recording. Per our last message, effective immediately, please suspend all security camera recordings. Live surveillance has been approved, but the Baron no longer wishes to have tape logs of activity on the estate. I know this might seem like a security risk, but I promise good reasoning is behind this seemingly unsound decision. 87. Mr. Darren, sorry for the lagging reply. I'm still learning how to use this machine. Thanks for bringing this issue to our attention. This was not something I'd considered, but it seems like a reasonable suggestion. I will discuss this with the Baron during our next meeting. I know he's expressed interest in installing secondary access levers for both redundancy and convenience, so this may be the perfect excuse to allow him to execute those plans, if he still wishes to do so. Security measure. Mrs. Babbage, I'd like to address one potential security vulnerability of having an antechamber lever in the weight room. It's in the weight room! As the years have gone by, the Baron's frequency of working out in this room has gone from once in a red moon to as rare as a man without self-pity. As such, we find this room mostly regulated to guest use, and given that an antechamber lever is not only unsuited but also possesses a security risk, I advise we either remove or conceal it and install a secondary lever. Okay, so power sledging in weight room is a different antechamber lever. Mr. Darren, if you have any more of those red and blue memo sheets, the Baron has requested a handful of the new project for a new project he's working on in the clock tower. For my part, I can't understand for the life of me why you and the Baron continually insist on confounding my staff and every other person who stumbles upon one of your colored memos. I'm not confident in confusion is the best security, but it's not my department, so I'll leave that up to you and the Baron. Alright. Interesting. Which means there's probably some in the lab as well. I need to go up to the lab. I can go up to the lab for future drafting anyway, so. Go and do that as long as Vestibule could cooperate. Yeah. Oh yeah, it is cracked. I never noticed that because it's hidden. Yeah, there is a crack there. Oh gosh, I wonder how many times I had the option to do that and didn't. Let's see. I'm gonna re-roll those dice. I'm gonna get an office so I can read all the emails. I'm not gonna bother spreading gold because it doesn't matter. Okay. Log into network. Electronic mail. So, 10:05. 993. The vac indicator lights installed per instructions have been turned on. However, it should be noted that the white indicator light is only yada yada. Oh, right. This is the... You can normally do this. Right. Office has been accessible. Hi, SkylaWuzHere. Stuff in the lab I'm curious about. Electronic mail. From chef to camp. Randolph, as I know you've been conducting temperature-related experiments this past week, I've tried my best to avoid accessing my frozen stock during your normal working hours. However, on Friday I was making my famous black truffle pizza, had to visit the freezer for a few ingredients. I hope I didn't mess anything up. Please don't worry too much about freezer access. The experiments we're doing aren't very sensitive, and they are already accounting for normal variations due to expected use and staff traffic. However, surprisingly, we did see a major temperature rise on Friday, which I believe may be related not to your freezer visit, but to the use of the furnace in close proximity. In the future, you should try to draft that a bit further away, as the temperature rise from drafting that room has a major effect on temperature in the house. Yep, that's meant to be a hint to say, hey, if you draft the furnace next to the freezer melts. Even more so in close proximity. Precautions. Baron Sinclair, as we had discussed in our meeting earlier, we will be sealing off the entrance to Blackbird server this week, as well as archiving all of our electronic mailboxes and locking access. I'm not sure just how tech-savvy we expect the Red Guard to be, but there's more than enough data on our servers that these extra precautions are, in my opinion, the very minimum measures that we should be considering, given the likelihood of an inspection investigation next month. Lock it down, lock it all down, from Sinclair. That explains why everything in the manor is the way it is. And that's why all emails and stuff has been shut off. Okay, right. I guess we go end the day in the planetarium then. Because we might as well to get the stars for it. You can telescope in the planetarium? Daja, the Untamed. Starting tomorrow, each planetarium will contain one trunk. Huh. Okay. And we call it a day here. That was a very classic hour-long run. We finally got into that Blackbird terminal. It's not nearly as impressive as it could have been, but it's still important. Because we also now have shelter, which actually makes me want to go try draft shelter. We also have a letter, actually. A package, rather. Sleeping mask. Gems, keys. Pretty good. Listening with the chef. I guess in theory we could have done that, but there was literally, like, we were boxed off. There was nothing to do. Really don't know what the deal with that map is. Shelter! Perfect. What are the emails down here gonna be? Swan song. Electronic. Special orders. Electronic mail. Oh. From R. Randolph Moore. Yes, and don't worry, this communication method is fully secure. I'm the only lab technician with network access and the only one who uses this terminal. I'm working to get you some more supplies, but I'm not focusing on essentials as I believe there's enough food in the shelter to last for the duration. Though I think that it'd be wise if you can do a quick inventory to confirm that. In terms of area, there's not nearly as much room here as I remember from my youth. If it was just me, I wouldn't mind, but with 4 of us and the space we are going to need for planning, I don't expect this to be as sustainable for more than a week, a fortnight at best. Situation. I passed the message on, and your uncle says he may have an idea for a more long-term solution, but it's going to require some doing. I'm not exactly sure what he has in mind, but this morning when I looked at today's blueprints, I saw he had drafted the pump room, a floor plan I haven't seen used in a very, very long time. I have a feeling you all may be taking a... Oh. So was he gonna fill the reservoir and then hide them down in the sanctum? Boat ride shortly. Stay put. It's finally happening. We just got confirmation from our source that the Red Guard is coming tomorrow to begin their formal inquiry into the disappearance. At this point, it's going to be too risky to move you until next week at the earliest. Just hang tight for now. So this is where the conspirators stayed as after they pulled the heist off. Interesting. Because I knew it was where, like, I knew Marion hid there. But yeah, it makes sense that that's where the Orinda, like, activist people were. Kennel, sure. It's nice getting kennel early because it's useful. Let's get an observatory. Farmer's apple slice. Patio's not useful yet. Corridor's useful, but it just... Unless the station is downstairs somehow. Sledgehammer, yep, because and then I'll get 4 gems. Let's get Parlor to get even more gems. Okay. There are 2 false statements. This is the only true statement. The white box is empty. False. Actually, all things considered, which means this because there's no world where black is true. Let's go through another observatory. Ah, Draxus. It's fine. I can deal with Draxus. That's a really bad trophy room. I'm gonna get the vault just to get the money out of it. January 11th, although that doesn't matter a whole lot anymore. There's no other boom in here. Alright, so we now wander all the way back and restart. Okay. Sure. We're gonna play it weird. Give me the key card. Don't have exactly 2 hallways, but I also I'm gonna put laundry room there because it's annoying. I have to do drawing room or else I'm literally dead. Oh, thank goodness for Passage Way. I am so glad I made it common. And I'll get Attic to get, like, as much. Okay, cool. Lever. Magnifying glass. Coin purse. All sorts of good stuff here. Compass. Oh, that was really, really good. Oh, we have so much crap now. Perfect. All right. Okay, planetariums. Let's have these now. So I just wanted to double check how that worked. Okay. Now we go north. Dark room. Because it's also not... Why is dark room powered? Oh wait, we sheltered it. That's why. Oh my gosh, I forgot we had shelter today. Well, we now have Power Sledge. Which is good. Yes, I'd like to shelter archives. Please, thank you. And then use my final shelter on weight room. Because we also have the stuff to destroy that wall. We just need a thing for it. Security. Honestly, I should just turn up security. Keycard system. Offline mode should always be unlocked. But because we have a keycard, we should have it on high. Office is smarter here. It's just money on the ground. And I should spread gold. Alright. Closed exhibit, that's fine. Alright, we'll keycard into this. Honestly, not a bad hallway placement. Oh, it's just a little bit of money. Use the hallway to unlock the hallway. Like, my main reason for drafting Chamber of Mirrors is it's legitimately somewhat useful if you can unlock all of the rooms in it. You know what? Screw it, music room. Secret garden key, and that's just a normal key, obviously. That button unlocks that door, which is actually quite good. I'm gonna go back into here, go through here, eat this orange. Hit that when I get over there. And then I go over to weight room. I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna get a chapel because it's not gonna be sheltered. But it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh, having frickin' the purse off of... Oh, coin purse in the chapel upgrade is so good. Now I'm gonna get a ballroom because... Here's the thing. I think this is a safe room. Because there's a date on this. Actually, no, there is... It's not an exact date, it's just 1952. Never mind. I have a sleep mask, so this is more steps. Okay, nope. Because I can't use Secret Garden there. The commissary maybe had something I could use. I can't remember. Ooh. I'm gonna have to storeroom. What's that? I don't have a shovel, weirdly. Yeah, I'll go back up. I'm gonna lose that gem I just got because of ballroom. I need to hope that I have a way. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to disregard chamber mirrors for now. Lab, I need something that gives me keys. Or more letters. Letter. Spend 2 or more things. Because that'll give me more Randolph letters, and that is honestly my main reason. Honestly, I live for Randolph letters at the moment, so I'm gonna have to workshop because I need to see what. Oh, hey, and the shovel. Cool. Okay. I know I need power sludge. I think I call it like power sludge or super sludge or something, because I think that was freaking from the Escapists way back when. That's dowsing rod. That's burning glass. I think detector shovel is probably smart. All right. Unfortunately, we're stuck. But let's see. What lever is this? Ooh. Oh. The 8th R to and to R. The destruction of structural elements of the house like walls is not permanent. No. Yep, so this is gonna stay like this. So we could coat check the crown, because I've been wanting to do that, but I feel like keycard is more useful, honestly. Like, legitimately, I feel like the keycard... I might be wrong, though. Either way, I need to... we need to go back anyway, because... in order to do anything, yes, a key, which is totally useful. Okay. Yeah, I think that's just to, like, call that down. If you hadn't placed the foundation where I did. Trying to think. I can unlock 46, which I might as well do while I'm here. Maybe actually the power hammer, because as it is, you can store a combination and the parts used to make it will still spawn, I believe. Then again, I feel like it's better for the keycard. The keycard is just genuinely more useful to be able to know where it is. Because, like... I'm just looking back, because I wrote down things for that combination lock that's up there. January ends with an N. February would be B, but we don't have the start. We don't have an F. March would be M-A-R, which is not. There's no R. April, that we don't have. A. April, May. It can be May 8th, actually. Because if it's a date, and it has to be, it could be May 8th, actually. Because there's specifically one number, and if there's a number that, there's a frickin', red letter behind it, so it's got to be a date of some variety. It's just that the format is different. According to my notes, there we go. No idea where we were meant to get that from. Treasure trove. For each time you've drafted treasure trove. I knew what we were looking at as soon as we uncovered the first spire, but it wasn't until the first floor plan was unearthed that most of the crew realized what ruins we were exhuming. The border was the same pitch as the sunless cavern we found it in, a dark trimmed floor plan of ill-fated Orinda. We had found an authentic black print. The sooner we seal the site back up, the better for us all. Oh, and the Orinda symbols. Is that what we just got? Yeah, it's a black print. It's... Oh. Oh, that also means that that's what the tomb is, too. It's a black print. Okay. 1. May 8th. 1. May 8th. Oh my gosh, stupid freaking phone. To begin, my name is what was loud. My worth loud. My father used to work for your my father used to work for your father, the Right Honorable Baron Thomas Sinclair. Between the years of 1915 and 1918, the former having died last month at the advanced age of 89, may he sleep in soot and ash. He left behind his widow, 7 children, and 30-odd grandchildren. I write to you today, however, not to inform you of these family affairs of little consequence, but to tell you a little bit about my father. He lived his life towering above us, in solemn silence like many members of his and your father's generation. He never spoke of the work he did in the mountains of Reddington, or the famous estate in which he was stationed. He never spoke of the Baron, not once. I tell you this only to relate that he never betrayed the confidence of your father placed in him. The secrets he kept for your family, he took with him underground. His elderly comrades and colleagues from his old mining outfit proved, however, to be not nearly as discreet and considered with their words. Despite the wake fueled by seemingly endless supply of spirits, these venerable gentlemen embarked on a journey down memory lane, recounting as much of the good old days as they could dredge up. While such reminiscences might typically be dismissed as the fanciful ramblings of age, the volume and specificity of their accounts led to a certain credence to their words. Now me, I'm not a presumptive man. I do not presume these stories to be true. I don't presume your house is the host to secrets of this magnitude, yet I find myself irresistibly drawn to the idea of sharing these tales, true or not. They seem, after all, stories worthy of being heard. Did I take a picture of that one? I feel like I need to screenshot all the pages of this. I wonder if my current abundance of idle time fuels this urge. Perhaps I have too much time on my hands. Perhaps if one were to engage me in some worthwhile and profitable enterprise, my eagerness to pass the time by telling stories would be curbed. I eagerly await a response from your lordship, Mrs. Mr. Worthloud. Mr. Worth. Laud. We're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter, and we're not proud to join the endless procession of those who have knocked on your mailbox looking for a handout, particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication and class that this author so effortlessly wields. Oh. Okay. Oh. Well, we just need 3, 5, and 6. We're now over halfway there. Oh my gosh. Okay. So someone basically listened when a bunch of drunk miners were blabbing about what they found while digging the tunnels of this place. And because of that, the dude was blackmailing Sinclair over it. Over what his father found when digging these tunnels. Okay. That is interesting. I'm gonna go up and make sure to check the key card, because that seems important. Because, yeah. I'm gonna check my key card. Can I get up? Yeah, I can get up to the planetarium. Because I probably could get up to 46. But I don't really have a reason to go in there today. I think it's more useful for me to just get stars. Like, we have a lot of money, but nothing to use it on. So yeah, I think it's more worth it to end the day here. Alright. I might end early, we'll see. Might only do another day or two. But, yeah. Okay, so we now have stuff figured out. like, we figured out, we've gotten some, excuse me, answers to stuff that's been plaguing my mind for a while. Alright, so now, I guess we gotta find the other safes. And we gotta draft clock tower in the way that, like, I think we need. Like, I think we need to draft clock tower facing downward. I'm pretty sure is the way we do that. You know what? Screw it. I'll draft the quest bedroom. For the steps, at least. And I'll get the boudoir, because it just makes more sense to draft that. Right. I mean, there is obviously a logic that dictates that at the start of every day I should go and open room 46. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna get greenhouse here. Because it's kind of rare. I wonder if that's what having the water here does, is it makes there be flowers in here at the start. Yeah, it makes the sprinklers turn on. Yeah, I want to super sludge that to, because that's probably just the backup lever for, but it's clearly not for the lower one, because the lower lever is hidden in gymnasium. Let me get that. Drafting green rooms, but more often is useful. And that's not a bad commissary. Like, considering how much allowance we have, just being able to buy out the commissary of useful items immediately is very nice. I'll get a key card. I'll pick up the key card. Because that means that we can secure, like, yes, I know I'm getting rid of my options and whatever, but there is method to the madness. Obviously. I'm gonna get nursery there so I can utilize it. It makes no sense to take here because I could get a lab thing. Cloister of Rihanna. So there's already going to be stuff in nursery. But I'm going to get kennel because good puppers. Hi, good puppers. Alright. I'm gonna get terrace there because that kind of can. I'm pretty sure that can only be on, like, edge rooms just because of what it is, so it makes sense to just get it out. What happened? I wonder what happens if I draft garage, like, at the end. Saratogas. Increased luck. I'm curious. Nope. Never mind. I'll just grab bunks. It's not useful, but... I mean, we have sleep masks, so at least we get something out of it. Kiddo. Oh, whoa. Alright, is every green room drafted from it? But I'm not trying. Nope. We need the gems. Oh, hey, and a purse. Very, very good. Alright, and wind up key. Okay. Gems are in black. Every statement with the word black is false. Gems are in blue. That's contradictory. Because that includes itself, which means that has to be false by its own nature. Are in the black box. Gems are they have to be in here. Ah, fuck. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's definitely fine. The dogs dig that up. Purple. Sure, I'll get a classroom. It's kind of not that useful. But it's okay. Yeah, I'll get a workshop. That's lever. Which I don't have the... Yeah. I don't have anything I can combine yet. Ah, crap. I need to go open the outer room then, because I'm dead. Because I don't have keys. I can also try digging in here to see if I'll get a key. Nope. Money. And while money is nice, actually I should go and grab the gems out of here. Let's go draft outer to see how that is. Maybe he has something. Nail. Dirty coin. Rock. A key. Thank goodness. I'll just get what I can from here. And pebbles. Great. Alright. Let's go back. Actually, I could go through the... Legitimately, with the... I'm gonna actually save that, because we have so many steps. That's probably best saved if we actually get a battery pack and want to go super sledge the greenhouse. as opposed to just going to then walk back again. Chapel, because we need freaking ways forward. And root cellar is helpful combined with our doggos. Okay, we'll go south. Solarium's not like the most useful, but it's something, I guess. We're trying to just draft green rooms today, so might as well get stuff out of rotation. That, and I'll try green, because I think I know what green is on. Like green. Fuck. Okay, that's bad, because I don't have an option here. Because I don't have keys anywhere. Literally don't have anywhere I can get keys. Commissar doesn't have anything. There's nothing I can build in here. That's real unfortunate. Yeah, that was just, like, just an unfortunate day. Because, I was just like, oh yeah, like, you're not gonna get keys for any of these doors. Which I guess is the downside of having lots of green rooms, is you don't tend to get, like, rooms that just have, like, items in them. I do want to check. Because specifically, it was a thing in her ladyship's diary that mentioned... Let me see. Guest bedroom. Nothing special. Guess we'll just end a day in here. Mount Holly excavation site. Garden excavation site. Yeah, that was a bad run. That was really bad run. It's fine. It's cool. I got overexcited. Okay. It's fine. Barking because stuff. But it's fine. Gosh, these dogs are so angry. Oh my gosh. Parlor. Okay. Gems are in blue. Only one statement is true. The gems are in the only true box. False. Okay, so if that is true, then they're not in blue, so they're in black? What? A logical trophy for winning 40 parlor games. That was really weirdly executed, but sure, thanks, game. I'm gonna get courtyard here. Because I think courtyard on the edge is better. Conservatory is nice for power. Okay. Her ladyship's chamber. It is really specific how you have to do it, so I think it's better for that to be commonplace. Commissary should be commonplace. Casino. Casino, you could just be rare, because I don't want to use you. Spare green room, because it sometimes has items. Lab. Let's see what'll be in the lab today. Wait, what? Oh, it was that. I thought there was like something weird I could interact with here, and I'm like, what? Huh? Experiment setup. A letter will be delivered each time you unlock or bypass the security door. Doesn't help the run singular, but it helps me overall. Hallway, because I damn well need that key. Yeah, we'll get a classroom. Because, yeah, they tend to have apples, so that is a good thing to know. Yeah, let's get the gift shop, sure. It's not, like, super common. Cursed coffers. Dare mode. Library. We don't really need this. Probably was not a good use. Let's draft our black print. Interesting. So this is one that's gonna continuously get better and better. Kind of annoyed I never got May 8th off of that. But it's fine. Okay, chapel. We need a key for that. It's like you have to use a key on those. Wait, king on the throne. Does that mean that that's... Drafting rooms. Future. Yeah, but you don't tell me about them. Alright, it's fine. Okay, we need items, really. Like, oh my gosh. We need stuff. Coat check. I'm gonna grab that, but I'm not gonna get... I'll get the keycard out of it. Retrieve the keycard. I can't get that. I have to get corridor. Because I don't have any freaking gems. Which means that wine cellar is definitely my best bet here to get gems, if nothing else. Because that gives me more options, even though I think I'm dead? North of hallway, I guess, is my way forward. Yeah, because I don't think I can't remote access stuff from Blackbridge, unfortunately. So I'd have to, like, draft shelter just to do that. I guess I have lab. I should... Actually, that's actually a really good idea. I need to go into the lab. And I need to go and remote access security. Which normally something I don't do. Swan Song. Remote terminal access. Yep. I'm gonna remote into security, and I'm gonna turn up security so that there's more keycard doors. Keycard system settings. Offline mode is gonna be on unlocked. Security level high. And so now... No. Of course, it then gives me security, so I've wasted Blackbridge. Whatever, it's fine. We have 2 East Wing halls, so using 1 here for this isn't terrible. Yep, I'm not surprised about that. But now it's unlocked because of foyer. I'm gonna re-roll that because those are not good options. Okay, never mind. Alright, guess we're going this way. A lot of back and forth in annoying ways today. Commissary, please have something useful like keys. Sledgehammer, shovel, compass, salt shaker. It's fine, this is a security door and I have my key card. I can't draft any of those. Reading nook. Which means I get a letter and I get my key. I think library's probably smarter because there's more options off of it now. Include just in case I want to look through it more. kind of have to do archives, I think. Just because I need the... like... That's actually funny. Because... Oh wait, no, it's gymnasium, not weight room. Alright. Bunk. I have too many hallways for this. I definitely modified this wrong, I think. Let's go south first. Most of my red rooms remaining are really bad. Okay, it's just a bedroom closet. That's fine. There's my key. Don't want to be completely in the dark on everything. Kennel is fine because I have a shovel. Some more money. Garage would give me coin. It would give me keys. I don't like 100% know what I'm even trying to get at this point. I'm kind of lost now. I'm gonna get a garage. Probably foolish. But I want the keys from it. Guess I'll go back to den. Is this the only way forward? Foyer, all the way to den. Do this. That would give me no benefit. I'm just gonna do the archive, and that's a pointless tunnel. Ever since I frickin' stored my key cards, I've been suffering. Yeah, this is such a mess of a freaking thing. Or I'll go and store my keycard again. Because I mean, I guess the one thing we have benefited today is we drafted Treasure Trove once, so we're gonna get more from it next time. And we got letters, so. And actually, we adjusted rarities. Okay, that's not too bad. I don't think there's anything worth going outside to get. We don't have that many steps left, so let's end the day here. Architect's Manor. Alright, let's keep going. Day 69, nice. It'd be funny if, like, this day was hard-coded so you only got bedrooms. Like, so bedrooms were more common. Need to actually check. Okay. Just wanted to check because I hadn't looked at Discord in a hot minute, so. Wanted to make sure that I hadn't missed any messages or anything while I was streaming, because you never know. Because, like, despite the fact that I've told them many a time, like, I don't have any, like, stuff for a new clue right now. Sure, I'll take an early music room. Prism key, which is nice. Yeah, bunk room. Also, music room's nice because it actually makes music. Hey, little buddy. So I have music in the background now because the game doesn't always play BGM. So Kennel is just nice. Annoyingly, Kennel, like, I really wish Kennel had a chance to spawn with a shovel. Because that would just make my life easier. We'll go look at a new clue later. Dice. It's not a bad boiler room placement, actually. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm gonna go back. I know I'm wasting steps and stuff. I'm gonna go look through new clue again because it's been a minute. And I'm also gonna go through and go out and see if I can get shelter. Because if I can get a shelter, then I can turn on boiler room and use that to bait out things to shelter. New clue. 1988. If you knew what... All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found one, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd tell you. If you're looking for, you are looking for a new clue too. This is corner cases. Like, I found that. I wonder if that's why Kristoff's name is last name is not listed, because it's Clark. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases, and gone through the piles of the evidence present. That's weird. Because that shouldn't be a capital O. Of evidence present and precedence evident. Trace the steps as it's stretched on for miles. Yeah, I think it just might be a typography thing, because even there, that shouldn't be a capital, because there's a comma. Hit. Keep left. Yeah, I did that bit. Because that was the corner case thing. Oh, this is like the Fen Aries detective. He looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids. He questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were only found in books. So tome after tome, the library loaned, and the books that he had already owned were searched from cover to cover. Tender Cipher, Luna renamed Uncle Aw, draft the sixes. I don't know what that could even refer to. Tender Cipher, Luna renamed Uncle Aw, draft the sixes. Tone after tone, the library loan, the books he had already owned were searched for the cover. And the covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Changed all the letters and the lines that he found. He checked all the colors with the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting. And found the diction of each word with sound. Fixed stars. So as in the stars book? Right. Because that could be right, dead end, record each stop. For Route 8, depart, keep left, fork, right, a dead end. Stayed up all night, studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his dictionary was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. Man obsessed and cuckoo too, they would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. X, Y, A, Z, A, B, C. Assume page count starts on title pages. Oh. Wait, I'm gonna just write that down in my thing. Dead end, major key, C. Seeing all the signs. Measure. Have you seen all the signs? Green, red, green, violet, blue. Starts on title pages. Oh gosh. Okay, if that is actually what it wants me to do. Page A. Red. I love that that is this book that he has. Library. Red, green, blue, violet. A, X. Red. Green. Page C. Word. A. Violet. Page B, word Y. And then blue. P. Z, word Y. Word X, rather. Jeez. Wait. Okay, so. Assume page count starts on title. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. I don't know. Or is it perhaps something new, something overlooked, but now in view? Have you really found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. The suspect is minor, the suspect is major, the suspect is minor. That's written, that's not. The suspect is major. Suspect is a key. The suspect is a key. On the way. Wait. Each step. On the way. Okay. I don't know, this place is freaking confusing. Well, so this would be violet, wouldn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually, violet would be B, so that would be, I guess, page 2. 1, 2. A. So maybe it's could be. So could be all. Maybe? Oh wait. Page B word Y. So that would be word. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25th. 24, 25. Do. So if that is if this is the Violet book, that's what that'd be, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Freaking, who knows, honestly. Anyway, can't do anything more with that, but that's insanity. That book is insanity. Everything about that is insanity. Oh my gosh. Now we need to just go and do more drafting. We need to hopefully get shelter. I'm gonna re-roll to try and get shelter. There we go. Actually, I might as well go. I know it's wasted a step, but I'm gonna go grab the gem out of there because it's useful. Okay, so now we have maybe a clue of like, hey, maybe like check out the words and stuff in the books. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to boiler room and do that strategy. But, oh, there's a gem in here. I don't think I ever spread gems, so it's just been there. Hey, buddy. Okay. I'm gonna have it go towards that room. Alright. Darkroom's not terrible, but I'd rather bait out something else with that. I don't have my key card yet, so I'm not going to touch security stuff. gonna do lab just because I don't really trust gold to your allowance. Each time you find trash while digging. That's pretty good. Because I have a shovel, so I can't just find garbage. Yep, and I'm going to use shelter to shelter me from weight room. And that's permanently open now, so I just pull that to get that antechamber door. Let's get that hallway, but that's not what I want to deal with right now. I'm gonna prism key to make sure I get a red room. And I'm gonna shelter lost and found. Another prism key. And telescope. Because that's another shard of a circle. Wait. That's a circle. That's a different circle. Like, that's a different rune circle. I don't know which color, like, which country that is for, but that's the edge of a rune circle. Interesting. Right, I've used 2 of my shelters. Alright, I'm not gonna shelter a dark room because it's kind of pointless. Like, dark room's bad. Let's see. Oh, Draxus. There's also a couple other neat things here. Alright. I want to see the cut, because we got a couple letters, so. New clue. Dear Simon, I've been running out of ideas for my own. Yesterday I asked Kirk Darren if he had any additional security advice I could pass on. To my surprise, he gave me an envelope and directed me to include it in my next correspondence to you. I did not ask him what it contained, so I'll be very curious to hear from you after all this is over. After this is all over, and find out whether it was of any use. Randolph. Oh, unused memos. An incorrect safe code. The numbers 6 and 7 and 9 do not appear on any of the fixed combinations of safes on the estate. Another safe code. December 8th. There's a safe on rank 10. What? What would rank 10 be? Because rank 8 is up here. Is there a way to get further than 46? I can't think of any reason you need to access the server admin controls. For a return, but your father has mentioned your interest in computers, so I have a feeling you may be more hands-on than your great uncle. You'll find the admin terminal in Blackbridge Grotto, a small cavern sealed, much like the story, off to the East Drive. I believe I've previously explained how to restore power to the grotto in one of my earlier letters. However, keep in mind that accessing the terminal requires an admin key. I won't be able to set one up for you until I return, but your admin key will eventually be Joan S. The first 4 letters of your family name, or if you prefer, we could use a pseudonym. I'm sure we'll discuss it in greater detail when I return. Can't wait, Randolph. Simon, if you do end up accessing the admin controls in Blackbridge, I'm sure you noticed the sealed old circular door to the left. As you likely have already concluded yourself, this door can only be opened if the 3 different microchips are inserted into the central pedestal. Normally, all 3 are kept secure in 3 other locations, but I decided to make it easier for you and have left one in the grotto for ready access. However, you'll have to find a new clue or 2 to find the others. Okay, so the new clue is where I get the other stuff. Thank you, Randolph, for confirming all of my suspicions. Oh my gosh, best boy. Okay. So Randolph has pretty much told me that new clue is where I get the other 2. Which is very, very nice. He is such a useful character to have in this game. Actually, this would be Red Book. P.S. They made me change the ending. So, if this is title page, then perhaps red would be the first page, word X? Doesn't make any sense. Pages count. Library loaned. Own. And their cover all the way through. If you found a new clue, you know what to do. Maybe this isn't it, because it might be the history of Fen Ares history. Because I don't think it's going to be that. I'll note it down as a meh. I don't know. Well, I don't really need loads of money. I'm gonna get Courtyard instead. Oh, I'm glad I did. Metal detector's nice. But I'm not gonna... I'm explicitly not making a detector shovel. Because, that would decrease my Any chance of getting trash? I'm not gonna code check. I think I'm gonna green thumb. So I'm gonna get off of this. Morning room, tomorrow you start with 2 gems. I'm gonna get that, because that's useful. Coupon book. Actually, I'm gonna do that because although theoretically Prism 100% would have been better to use in a cloister. Yep. Just increasing our allowance because I can. And I'll shelter archives. Because I can. East Wing Hall. I have a theory about oh wait, rank 10 would be because we're on rank 8. Rank 9 is up there. So, I suppose that maybe we need to fill out rank 8 specifically for room 8. I'm gonna actually flip office. Spread the money. Da-da-da. Treasure trove. Sure. And also, because we have a key, we can unlock this thing. The green memos you find in this room will always be true. That's... what? As in, there's gonna be other stuff in Treasure Trove? What? I suppose that means that I will have to... that, like, something I'll do will be able to make it so I find more stuff in here. Just could not tell you how. Interesting. I'm gonna rotate back to Cloister. I could go in 46 if I want, but that doesn't really matter. Well, like, I could go in the antechamber, but... I haven't drafted Quest Bedroom. Which would actually be quite smart to do. Now, walk-in closet. Let's get some more stuff. Compass. Oh, and car keys. Great. That's very useful. I'll get a vestibule, the vestibule, because trophy room. I can't get any of this. By doing this, I've locked myself out of stuff. Made a mistake, haven't I? Okay, thank goodness. I was gonna say, like, there was a possibility I was just locked in there, and I had to go back and forth from lavatory. I guess I'll go up from archives. See where I end up there. Fine, I'll take darkroom finally. Oh, and I don't have a key card. Well, that's fine. East Wing Hall. This doesn't have a key card on it. This just has a normal key. There's only like 2 other places I could go. I'm gonna freeze my accounts. And then I'm gonna go back to excuse me. I'm gonna go back to the because back to the foundation and see if I can dig up some garbage there. Because if I can, I might as well see if I can. It's probably just gold that was spread, yeah. Oh, that's locked. How do we... Closet, do you have anything interesting? Key. Which I could then go and use in the drawing room. And the off chance I get anything interesting as an option here. Closed exhibit, nah. I'll redraw because I can. Yeah, I'll get a planetarium because I need to then work all my way around. I want to go dig up some stuff because I think that's probably a good way for me to... Actually, I could go... shelter from lost and found. Go in here. Get some steps. Go back. Work my way back to the start. I need to go south. Because I made this place really weird. Hi, doggos. There's a lot of chests here. Too bad I didn't open any of them. Turnip. That's useful. I'd prefer not to get useful things here. Okay, great. Thanks, game. Well, let's go back to the planetarium. If I had a sledgehammer, those would be useful, but I don't. So, you know. What can make... This way. And to the right. And then... I want to go into the planetarium because might as well utilize the tomorrow room we have. Oh wait, and we have a telescope. Fenmora, the redstone. Starting tomorrow, each planetarium will contain an apple. That's cool that having telescope allows you to make the planetarium better. Dead end rooms. Temporal manner of the dead. Okay, this should be a good day. Because we have a lot of tomorrow room stuff. And I want to do it now before I do it next week, like instead of doing it next week and not having any remembrance of anything that was happening. Yeah, because we have package, we have more gems. Okay, we have key stuff. Silver key. I'm gonna just go out and go grab outer room immediately. To just see what our options are. Because yes, there's always the option to use ivory dice and stuff like that, but like, you know, meh. Honestly, tool shed. Let's start out with useful stuff. A way to get more gems, and a way to like get more keys and money. Mostly the key thing with, that is very good. Now we go back inside. Get that. Alright. So, I'm gonna try something. I'm going to spare green room. That extra gem, and then parlor to get more gems, and a magnifying glass. That's useful. There's so many places that this can spawn. It's so common. It's almost like the only way to just consistently not get it is to check it constantly. Gems are in white. Other two statements are true. The gems are not in blue. That's impossible. There must be a false and there must be a true. So that's false. Well, which means they're not both true. They're not in the blue. Which, false, false, true. Now, yeah, gosh dang it. Yeah, observatory. We're up to 48 stars. There's a lot of good stuff up there. And let's do a pool hall. We haven't done a billiard room yet. And a tip on counter. Okay, 13. So 11 minus 3 is 8. Times 1 is 8. Divided by 4 is 2, 3, minus 20 is negative 17 times 10 is what? That would be negative 170. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Would that just be 0 if we can't go into the negatives? Or is 3 minus 20 the right... Like, it could be... 0 isn't... No, it's 100. That doesn't make sense. What is that ring? That's... That's interesting, because according to the order, that should actually... So 3 times 10 minus 20 would be 10. Oh, gosh, it's switching up the order. Because that makes... Okay. 2 times 10 is 20, minus 12 is 8. Okay, that's mean. That's really mean. Okay. Gotcha. Alright. I'll do that to get my key card. Then, just to have like good connection. Could do that, but I think observatory get me up to 49 stars. That's a lot of good stuff. Cloister of Rihanna. Draft on this side, there's probably... Yeah, increased luck, presumably. You feel a little luckier. Don't know what that means, but... Oh wait, there's just a coin there. I think tunnel's not terrible there. Brick. Oh wait, there's a sledgehammer, jeez. Okay, maybe that's what luck does, is it's luck for finding stuff. closed exhibit, which is fine because I have key card. Beep 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 beep. I'm gonna get vestibule out of the way now. Because it can be useful. But yeah, I'm gonna set up an experiment. Get boxes. Okay, luck is definitely nice to have. Experiment set up. Every time you unlock or bypass a security door, spread dirt on the driveway. I'm gonna get kennel because I can. Money. If only there was a dig up garbage thing. It makes more sense just going here, especially because we have these. Bang. My loot. Unremarkable rock. I'm not feeling very lucky. That. Okay. Make sure everything here is unlocked, even if it was already. Just, you know, it's worth checking. Really getting a lot of garbage and digging. I know it's not like a good spot, but oh, I could have increased my luck more with nursery. Shit, whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna keep that because I don't really know what to do with that. Passageway. I'm gonna go back into Rihanna and maybe potentially. No. Well. Yeah, fuck that up. I'm gonna do Rotunda because it's actually genuinely really useful. Yeah. Beanie, beanie, bean. Passageway. Pick. Silver key is specifically many doors. Sure, fuck it. Great Hall. And I'm gonna try and... No. Ballroom would lose me gems, so I don't think that's wise. Okay, and I want to turn up security. Keycard system. I wonder if it's worth potentially seeing if I can make a power shovel. Like with the stuff that with like dirt on the driveway thing. Because that's like a really specific thing, in my opinion. For it to be like, oh yeah, we put dirt on the driveway. Like, what do you mean you're putting dirt on the driveway? Why is that beneficial other than giving me dig spots? I'm gonna get a showroom because I have 78 gold, so master key. I'm gonna get emerald bracelet because that's useful, and I'm gonna try and speaking of driveway, let's get the garage. I don't want the car keys this time, but it's fine. Turnip. I just realized I, like, capped myself, basically. Oh, there is. Apparently something in here was triggering metal detector. Don't know what. Because it stopped. I mean, I could just go into Great Hall, I guess, and use a key. I don't think that I want to do Clock Tower here because another silver key, another normal key. Yeah, I don't know that I want to do Clock Tower here because I want to do Clock Tower facing down. I'm gonna make the guess that this is... Yep. Like, while Foyer would just unlock everything in the Great Hall, I think Classroom's more useful here. Oh! Classroom can spawn hall pass. You will not lose while traveling between two adjoining hallways. Hallways drafted from another hallway do not cost gems. Cool. So some rooms can just have... Yeah, give me a free vault, sure. Oh, I think there might be... That's weird. Oh, it might be picking up, like, through Great Hall. So that can't exist. Lockpick on here works. Okay. That's right door. This is way forward, so it has to be the store. Or keys and gems, okay. Because those two can't have anything behind them. Okay, now I need to go over to the courtyard. Actually, I'm gonna go up to showroom now that I think about it. I'm gonna go to showroom and spend some money, get some more stuff there. Master key is tempting. Actually, with how much money I have, it makes more sense to save for master key. I forgot that was 80. It makes more sense to wait and spend a couple. Interesting. Really? Oh wait, I hadn't drafted Kennel yet, that's why. Many doors here is not going to give me much. I just should use a normal key here. Corridor makes sense. Because pool, yes, would connect to Rotunda, but... East Wing Hall. Because Hall Pass makes it so that that's one hall, basically. Chapel, because that gives me more money. Key there. Because I'm on rank 7. Secret passage, I am just gonna do a silly, and because I have hall pass, I'm just gonna use the fact that I have hall pass. And draft foyer from this, so all halls are, like, all hallway doors are unlocked. And get workshop. Lever? I don't have batteries. Honestly, I'm gonna get a pick sound amplifier so I can pick better. So we can, like, open every door. That's a really badly rotated treasure trove. But I want to keep building treasure trove up. That is a new chest every time I unlock it. Okay, that's interesting. All green memos in there are true. Green memos in white boxes are always lies. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Treasure trove is interesting. I'm wondering if, like, repeatedly unlocking the stuff in there will give me something really interesting. Everything in here is unlocked. Conservatory. Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've gotten ivory dice this run. Okay. Terrace is, like, specific enough. You're fine. I think vault being unusual is good. Don't really want lost and found. Free trophy room, though. That's pretty good. below the advancing trophy room. Pick sound amplifier. Library. So, with library, I guess our next one would be... Fixed stars, I think I want, because that sounds like it's gonna have something. Can't pick this. I'm gonna re-roll because I really don't want weight room. It's funny getting so much stuff and not being able to buy anything with it. Locker room to spread keys. Running shoes. That's useless. Boudoir is the best option here. There's a bunch of dirt on the driveway now. Should be. I really don't want a lost and found. You know what? Fuck it. What happens if I draft Clock Tower this late? I'm pointing north. Stopwatch. For the next 1 minute, you will not lose steps when entering rooms. Key. Okay, right. I need to go back to the driveway. That's mean to put that in the clock tower. Nope, so that still counts for that. Okay, good to know. Okay, time is still ticking. I have running shoes, so it's not like that big of an issue. But it is nice to be able to just be like, oh yeah, let me just backtrack a bunch. Secret passage, it's pointless. I need to go this way. Oh crap, I went too far. Because I want to go back to the showroom and buy some stuff. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Never mind. Because I need to go up this way. Right. And the cloisters. That thing is not facing a convenient direction. Master key. And I want the moon pendant. And the silver spoon. Oh. I see. So if I get 100 now. I see. So I could go break the thing in the chapel and hope that there's enough money there. I'll try, because I don't really know what other situation I'd... wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Yeah, I have enough things. But I do want to dig in the driveway, which I think takes priority. I don't need that trophy. Like, because in theory, I just need a good day like this, where I just get a whole load of money. Or I could just gamble if I have a showroom and a casino. Key. Coin. Right, so it just puts stuff here. That's... Oh, gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious what Master Key is, curious what Moon Pendant's gonna keep for us. Yeah, because we don't have a kitchen, we don't have any way to get steps back. We don't have a tomorrow room to sit in, other than clock tower. Oh wait, no, we do have coat check, which I should go back to. Master Key makes way more sense to coat check than key card. That's much more useful of an item to just have for free than a key card. Like, key card, don't get me wrong, keycard is extremely good. Like, Emerald Bracelet's also good. But I think Master Key makes the most sense. Because that means that we can just have infinite key for a day. And then also we could keep chaining that. Garden excavation site of unfathomable riches. Vault treasure trove trophy room. Alright. I think that is where I'm going to call it for today. This has been a lot of fun. We made some progress. We finally... I can't believe it was just May 8th. I can't believe I hadn't... whatever. It's fine. It's cool. They say... gosh, freaking good luck, babe, lives in my head rent-free. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We'll be doing more of this again next week, as per usual. Yeah. Gosh, more progress is progress, and we think we maybe... we know that we need to solve New Clue next. That... there's at least that there's some kind of puzzle in there remaining that we haven't solved, and once we do, we will win. Hopefully. Well, win, quote unquote. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.